I ran until my lungs burned and the shadows felt like claws behind me. The life I knew was a nightmare I had to escape. As dawn bled through the mist of the Tagaytay Mountains, I found myself at the gates of a sanctuary I didn't recognize. Exhaustion finally won. That was when I first saw him, Lorenzo. A man whose reputation was as cold and formidable as a stone wall surrounding us. Waking up in luxury felt like a new kind of trap. Every shadow seemed to hold a threat. But Lorenzo simply watched from the threshold. In the quiet gardens, I learned to breathe again. I watched him. And I realized he was watching the world the same way I did. We shared meals in a silence that was heavy with unspoken questions. Yet in the stillness, I felt the sharp edges of my fear softening. He never demanded my story, he simply provided a steady presence. A shield against the trembling that I couldn't seem to stop. But the monster was still hunting. Arthur's public smile was a mask for the rot beneath, and his reach was longer than I ever imagined. The sound of tires on gravel heralded the return of my nightmare. Systemic power and narcissistic rage were coming to claim their prize. Lorenzo didn't flinch. He stood in the gap between my past and my future, meeting my tormentor with a calm that was terrifying. The mask finally slipped. Arthur's charisma crumbled into the desperate shouting of a man losing control over a woman he never truly owned. Lorenzo used the only language Arthur understood: leverage. He dismantled the tyrant's empire to ensure that I would never have to run again. Standing there, looking at the horizon, I realized the cycle was finally broken for the first time. The silence felt like peace. In the wreckage of my old life, I found a hand to hold. Trust is a dangerous thing. But with him, I am finally home.